Hey, it's been some time since I have done an update, so I thought I would kind of mark this week so that I can remember and give everyone an update as well. So I've had a lot of ups and downs this week. I had a goal going into my mastectomy that I really wanted to be well enough to go to Seth's first ultra marathon. It was 4 weeks out, so it was pushing it for me to be able to travel and like make it there. But I've just had such a great recovery, and when I went to my appointment last week, they said, yep, that was going to be okay. So I was able to come and cheer him on and like subtle mom brag, see him take 9th place out of 240 people in his first ultra, which is so amazing. So I was so stoked about being able to cheer him on. He's worked so hard and trained so hard for that. So it was a happy mom moment for me, for sure. So I also got to see, obviously got to see Kylie and my sweet, sweet grandbaby and squeeze her. And it was a bummer because I can't like lift her or anything because I still can't lift. But got lots of cuddles and feeding time, and just she's able to sit up now. So just lots of smiles and giggles, and that makes my heart happy. Got to spend time with several friends while I was here. So just lots of like filling my bucket for sure. I am struggling this week, so sorry about that, but it's just hard to be around the people that you love so much and then know that I'm headed back to starting chemo soon, and I'm just struggling. I'm struggling this week with that. I think like those that know me know how much I've struggled with this chemo situation. Nobody wants to go through chemo. Chemo sucks. So I'm not pretending like I'm like different in that. Like nobody chooses to go through chemo. For me, it's been the part of this that is the scariest, that I am most resistant to, that I would literally do anything else if there were another option other than chemo. Like, I don't want to do it. But because I'm HER2 positive with my breast cancer, there's not a lot of options for me. Chemo is kind of a have-to thing. So here we go. But I've told you guys in another video previously that like my chemo that I'm taking, it's not like as bad. It's not like the Red Devil or something that so many folks have to do. So I'm very, very thankful for that. It's definitely more low-key than that. And I only have to do 12 weeks once a week, and then it's over with. I will have to do like an infusion for like the HER2 antibody, continuing that for a full year. So 9 more months of that, but that's every 3 weeks. So, and it doesn't like impact you as far as, like making you sick or making you lose your hair or any of that. So it's definitely not quite the same. But anyway, I am struggling knowing I'm going back to that. I'm struggling because this is weird, but like, even though I've known like what it is, that's when it's starting, what it is, what's getting ready to happen, I got all of those appointments set in my portal. They showed up in my medical Mayo portal. And I don't know, there was just something about that, and me like actually having to like put all of those appointments on the calendar that like hit in a bad way. You know, my favorite time of year is right now, through the holidays. And so this couldn't be coming for me at a worse time, honestly. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be very isolated. I feel like I'm gonna miss out. You know, I've got my first grandbaby, and I'm not gonna see her probably at the holidays. That's hard. Sorry, but it just sucks. It just really sucks. I'm struggling with that. Even though I keep thinking like it's 12 weeks. Like that's nothing. That's such a short blip of time. And like I know that like better me miss one Christmas than all Christmases, because I don't get well. So like logically I get it, but it sucks. It sucks to feel like I'm missing her first stuff, and just being around people that fill my bucket and make me happy through one of the most challenging times I've ever gone through. I think I was a little bit delusional that, you know, they don't know how people are going to react. And so the doctor was very like encouraging that like, you know, maybe you won't be immune compromised that much with this. I want you to be able to like travel and see people. That's important. So I was very encouraged by that when I first spoke to him. But then when I got the appointment set, you know, I was like, well, they're not going to do chemo the day after Thanksgiving. They're not going to do chemo the day after Christmas, because those obviously are on Thursday this year. So I'm on Fridays. Yep. They sure are. They sure are going to do chemo those days. So like any thought that I had that like, okay, maybe I'll be well enough to like travel and like see my family for like 2 or 3 days over the holidays. That's not even logically possible. Like I can't travel and be there for a holiday and then be back and go to chemo for the next day. Like it's not even, just based on like where my treatment is and like where all my family lives and stuff. So it's just not a thing. So even on my birthday, chemo on my birthday, that's like just a cruel joke. So anyway, I'm just deep up in a pity party this week. I'm feel like I'm walking the plank, going back to the worst. And I know that's not true, but that's how I'm feeling this week. So anyway, just thought I would notate that, because there are like, it's so wild how things just hit you. Like I said, none of this information is new, but it was just there's just something about it this week that gets me all emotional and sad and angry and feeling sorry for myself. So that's where I'm at, and hopefully, you know, I can work through it and just start powering through. It's only 12 weeks.